When the twin flame runner awakens, look out for these signs. The twin flames are often human gifts we get from ourselves in life. To have a twin flame, you'd often enter a soul contract with another soul when you were still at the source. By source, we mean our places in the galaxy where we've hovered as souls before passing through the veil of remembering and becoming human. The veil of remembrance makes us forget most of the actions that took place in the stars. Only that when we meet the people we share a twin flame with, we feel pulled to them for reasons we can't understand. We don't often remember them because we've forgotten that we've had a soul contract with them. Still, with the pull you both feel towards each other, you both likely get pulled together as relationship partners. While in the relationship, a twin flame often helps you develop, grow, and advance to your possible peak potential. Nevertheless, life is not a bed of roses. Sometimes things can go all wrong. Issues might spring up, and you find yourself drifting from each other. Such an era of separation is regarded as the twin flame separation. It comes with many confrontations and decisions, and is usually a harrowing era. But with some twin flames, especially the ones who don't know much about twin flames, they would prefer to run and leave many things unsaid. They're the ones that are the twin flame runners. While they run, as the separation continues, they often meet people, get more life experiences, and grow more. But coupled with the growth, they're likely to get more enlightened and discover twin flames and some spirituality. Of course, you're often sparked up whenever they start such developments, because even with the separation, their bond, your soul contract, only lies dormant, not dead. So if your partner's activities stir it up, you'll get some things within you. Some of these things, signs and symptoms, would be what we further discuss in this video. Resurfacing old wounds and traumas so that you can heal them. When your runner twin starts their spiritual awakening, your physical actions would often try to adjust automatically to adapt to the changes the runner twin would return with. As a result, the pains of the past that you've left and decided not to deal with will often resurface. Maybe not as traumatizing as it was the first time you experienced it, but a bit nightmarish because you won't want to go back to it at first. Only that you'd discover that it will have a lesson mortifying to do to you as you return to them, and you will often scale through them swiftly, and with little effort, you will heal yourself and some other people your haunting past affected. If such events start taking place in your life, know your twin runner is awakening and is around the corner. Synchronicities, signs. There are specific numbers that are regarded as angelic numbers. We often see them when there's a message from the spiritual, especially from those deeply immersed in the spiritual journey. Though you're still awakening, you might be seeing them. It can vary from 777 or 222 or 444. Anyone it might be. If you notice that such numbers are repeating and you see them often, your runner twin might have started their awakening. Even not with the numbers. When they begin their awakening journey, you might often notice things about them that you still had in your life. Something that you felt you've disposed of as your issues sprang up during the separation, especially if your separation has lasted for a long time. Dreams of your twin flame. The dream realm is one that people who are not spiritual often don't pay attention to. But the irony behind this is that we give at least 4 hours to sleep every day. And if we sleep 7 times a week, we're liable to dream in 4 or 3 of our sleep. Yet some don't pay attention to it. But even if you're not so spiritual, when your runner twin starts awakening, you are likely to dream about them. Though at the early stage of these dreams, you might not remember them. That's for people who don't lucid dream or are not deemed on a spiritual path already. As the pattern continues, it'll register to you that your soul contract is calling you, and you're likely to answer its call. Coming across this twin flame information. As the signs and synchronicities, this would be one of the signs you will notice during your runner twin awakening. Unlike in the former, it comes as minor signs that repeat at a few intervals. This one will be more vivid. You might be surfing the net only to find their LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter accounts, and you'll likely read through their information and learn more about their latest escapades. But even if you decide to ignore them and stay blind to their profile staring at you, you're likely to stumble into it again. And if you're adamant about the nets and social media, an old friend who knew both of you when your bond was still solid is likely to tell you tales about your twin runner on impulse. If such patterns start repeating, your runner twin is likely on the verge of awakening. We are undergoing a spiritual awakening. Since your souls are interlocked, you're likely to experience a little of what they're experiencing, just like the angelic numbers we described, stating that you might start seeing much of it. Such things are likely to lead you down the path of spirituality too. Because as you ask questions about such numbers and their meanings, the more you discover, the more you want to know. Nevertheless, suppose you're the type that's not so curious to follow such spiritual links down the path they're supposed to lead you. In that case, you're likely to find yourself in the dark night of the soul, which will not end until you discover your spiritual part and awaken too. Lastly, your intuition gets more vital day by day. The part of the brain that controls the guts, the limbic brain, does not have access to the vocalizing part, so expressing why people's guts direct them to do what they're meant to do is often unexplainable. Of course, they'll often tell you they feel it and know it's right, but why do they think it's often baffling? So, when your runner twin starts its spiritual awakening, you will likely feel highly directed by your guts towards specific actions. It can range from simple steps to very complex ones, and one repeating pattern is that they'll always be correct. Furthermore, the more you learn to trust this intuition, the more it drives you toward the main reason for its strength, which is your partner. Hence, before you reach your supposed spiritual awareness, you might be in each other's arms.
Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified of subsequent updates. Thanks for watching!